Hey guys, we just have the teeniest, tiniest bit of stuff to catch up on, and then it's off to the party. And that's why we're here at the cemetery.
Because we're gonna go to a party. Yay!
That's not what I meant at all, but there you have it. Speaking of inappropriate, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
For we are. I'm We Squared!
And I'm the Opinionator. Oh, hello there, Rean. Governor Ragnitz, what are you doing here? Uh-huh. Is someone you know buried here, perhaps?
Oh, I just like to come and look at random... Of course it is!
Yes, Machias may have told you the story, but it's my niece. I suppose it was about 8 years ago. Where does the time go? I see. So those flowers are from Machias? Yes, most likely. Elsa was like a sister to him. She was essentially my daughter, too. I remember the anger that took hold of me when she died. It was enough to spur me to join the reformist faction and work toward wiping City Hall clean of nobles. Governor. But anger fades with time, as does sorrow. And now I'm left asking myself if what I did in my anger was the right thing. I really appreciate this. The way the reformists have been heading, the direction this country is being steered. Sir? Oh, my apologies. I suppose I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm proud of what Machias and the rest of you are doing to help this country. As a member of the Reformists, I'll be watching what you do from here on. And cheering you on from the shadows. Thank you, sir. But maybe you should tell Machias this, too. You're right, I should. It's a little embarrassing to talk about this sort of thing with him, though. Seriously, have you ever tried to talk politics with your family? Even if you completely agree, you end up in a screaming match.
Don't do it.
I assume both of you will be attending the party in the palace this evening. I hope you both have an enjoyable summer festival. Thank you. I hope your own party this evening goes well, too. That was a very nice little scene. Now for this cryptid that Lecter mentioned. I sure hope we don't have to fight it solo, though that'll be pretty entertaining. And then it's on to the party and the end of the game and everything goes horribly.
Of course.
Because you were thinking it was going to go horribly down there.
I was.
The catacombs. Well, it didn't, but it's still going to go horribly later. It has to! That's Pleroma grass, all right.
Holy heck! That thing looks terrifying!
And stupid!
Two things can be true at once.
Blue Pleroma grass. I didn't know it could bloom way out here. That cryptid. Its silhouette looms larger than anything I've ever seen, except for the things that are bigger than it, such as a Goliath.
The way it appeared was a little different, too. It kind of slowly faded in as opposed to, like, the big flash of blue energy.
It's like it can barely be here. Like there's just not enough mana left, or something like that.
Yeah.
Based on our experience beneath the surface, the Pleroma grass should disappear if we beat that thing.
Also, didn't someone say the 4th Armored Division was supposed to be dealing with this?
Well, yeah, but who do you think cleans up after the wanted monsters that you don't go after? They all do get taken care of, just not necessarily by you. Like, the military will get them if you don't. Judging from its size, the military should probably take care of it, but, screw it. I'll just pull out a sword and chop that thing up. Or I could call Valimar and take care of it myself, which sounds awesome.
David's only been screeching about it for the entire game.
Either way, I can't trouble anyone with this right now, not with the summer festival in full swing. Instructor Rean. Why are you here? So is it going to be a duo battle? Well, Tina, what are you doing here? Oh, I guess Lecter told you. Intelligence Division, right. Yes, he told me you'd try to take care of it by yourself, so I should go check up on you. And it appears he was right, huh? Well, I was thinking that maybe the 4th Armored Division could take care of it. Or I could call Valimar. That'd be awesome, right? Fight the cryptid, the giant robot? For some reason, one that I do not understand. I disapprove. Okay, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna do something, I'll ask others for help. That's what you want to hear, right? Yes, and in that case, I will accompany you too. You left us in the dark about the secret agent.
That's because Lecter told me not to bother you.
Ash was there, and if you never found out, she'd poison you in your sleep. Message received, loud and clear. Okay, the next time I go to the highway or the underground or anything else that I most definitely won't be doing because we already did everything, I'll let Class 7 know, both new and old. You feel better? If we're gonna defeat the cryptid, we need to prepare accordingly. Let's start making some calls, instructor. Right, let's do this. The size of that thing must be incredibly strong. Why the heck aren't we here in Soldox or Valimar or... Okay, let us fight it. Let's do this.
Yeah, but is it actually going to be a fight?
Probably. Who knows?
This is stupid. Aw, this isn't going to be fun.
I know, we should have come in Soldots.
Since there's 6 of us. Rean, Tilly, what's the plan?
Let's see. We can call upon Valimar, or we can take it on with the might of Class 7, both new and old. There's no need. Principal? Toa? What are you? I heard you were going to do something interesting, like fight a gigantic monster all by yourself. I brought Herschel with me, too. I shall support you against this beast.
I think this is kind of foolish, to be honest. But I'll do my best to back you up. Good luck.
Well, I guess that's encouraging. And thank you, Principal. Nonsense. This is my job.
Are you guys done preparing?
Megidoradon!
Monstrous calamity.
Now, let's begin the operation to subdue the gigantic cryptid. Thor's Military Academy, Class 7, move out! Yeah,
whatever.
No, put some heart in it, you slackers!
This one's strong! Be careful!
Yeah, but is it though?
Maybe it is, but I have a break turn coming up.
Oh my god!
And there's Aurelia Le Guin.
Oh my god.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't have any brave points.
Yeah, but you're about to break it.
I mean, you know.
Search mode activate. Detailed information obtained.
It's pretty scary.
Don't patronize me. You know exactly how this fight's going to go.
What are you talking about, Billy? Why would I know how this fight's gonna go?
Because it's gonna go just like all the others.
No, the last one was
hammer.
pretty tough.
Kablam!
Oh look, it's broken.
Leave it to me.
Sorry, man. Gaius just keeps getting... I keep swapping him out for somebody else. But here's Aurelia Le Guin!
Switch with me!
I'll see to this.
Even not particularly equipped, I'm sure she's still an absolute monster.
Oh, of course.
Ha! Ha!
Now you're just being insulting.
My
I
turn.
haven't even hit it yet, come on!
Spirit unification! Roar! Healing strike!
Perish!
Resonate! Divine song formation!
It just happens to be 200 to water and I have Diamond Nova.
Of course you do.
I'm sure glad I have Virgo on as a master core.
Yeah!
This seems familiar.
Well, I mean, I can't take it out.
Healing strike!
I have passed up a lot of brave points to just cast on this thing. I hope I don't regret that. Couldn't you say that's kind of like giving it a fighting chance?
I suppose so, yes. Especially since it's getting a crit turn.
Perish!
I shall go.
Cool. I don't like that death blow turn, though. Everybody but Aurelia has an Abyss Shadow. Well, if Aurelia is going to go down...
You might as well blast him with an S-Craft.
Exactly. She might not, but there's a great chance she will.
Show me you can withstand this. Ha! Rakshasa! Onslaught!
Stealth mode activate.
Whew.
Oh, good.
I'm up.
You idiot! Why are you so stupid?
Hey, you gave it a fighting chance, Damon. It's not your fault.
Whammy hammer!
Balance down!
Kablam!
Arcane Scale!
Alright, I gave you a fighting chance, buddy.
I shall go.
Your fighting chances impede me, okay? Understood.
Activate Fragorok. Destroy.
It won't do much damage,
Now.
but I wanted the stealth critical
An
for more
opening!
brave points.
Fair point.
Here I go. Get him, Lammy. Go!
Oh my. Okay.
It's my turn.
I think you're channeling a little too much Aurelia there, man. I was really curious what it was gonna do. Guess I'll never know.
Yeah, you'll never find out.
Roar! Helix Strike!
Ha! Ha!
See, now I'm just breaking it to impede it.
Might! Golden Aura!
It's my turn!
Ridiculous.
Spirit Unification!
Oh, you can't be surprised anymore.
Let's go!
No, but I can hold out hope.
Arcane Scale!
There.
And oh, what's that I see? Is it another break turn?
It's my turn.
Okay. Okay.
Look, Billy,
Yeah.
this boss exists to suffer. If it exists to suffer this much, then suffer it shall.
Show me you can withstand this.
Orchard.
Ha! 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 Your end comes! Ha! Rakshasa! Onslaught!
I'm just not even seriously trying anymore.
Why?
My turn.
Why bother?
Yeah.
I mean, the physical strike. Yeah.
An opening!
I'm up. Yeah.
Don't back up those
It's
straight
out.
points, man.
An opening!
Okay, this is stupid, like Ash said. What an unusual combo!
That was great.
Indeed, not bad at all.
As generic as expected. How could they have something meaningful for each one?
Right? All right, break for lunch.
Yeah, that's it. We're done now. Let's all be proud of how cool we are, or whatever, and move on with the story. I probably drugged that out way too long. Huh, cool. We did it.
Victory! Ha! You see that? Victory is ours! Good job, everyone. Good job, everyone. The Pleroma grass is gone too. I'll notify the Intelligence and 4th Armored Divisions.
The powers of Class 7, both new and old, are a sight to behold. The party's tonight. You should relax and try to enjoy the festival. Understood. The two of you were, well, at least Aurelia was instrumental to our success. Thank you for your help. Do you think something's gonna happen after the party? Aurelia's gonna be there at least. It's just that the thing that I'm worried about is if something does happen at the party, the only way for Aurelia to not stop it is if she dies. So,
Right?
kind of makes me worried.
If something happens at the party, it's going to be everything whatever organization has is going to bring to bear. Because someone's going to be keeping her at bay as much as possible.
Surely it'll be at something other than the party.
Hoping.
Well, then again, I guess if you're trying to take out all the big wigs of Erebonia, no matter what side they're on, most of them are going to be there. Blah, 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 blah.
Thank you, Altina.
What?
You've been supporting me like this for a while now.
Oh, I see.
No thanks are necessary. This is simply my mission.
Even so, though our relationship is a little different from the ones I have with Valimar or the old Class VII.
Right here, you know. Should we leave?
Thanks for being both my partner and my student.
Of course.
I really like Altina a whole lot.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, come on!
Another one?
Why did we get Altina's wetsuit?
Ah, that suit.
Ah, okay.
Well, that should be everything. So time to contact our students and get on with it. Rean contacted Class 7 and returned to camp. They were followed shortly by fellow instructors and students of the branch campus. They took their time showering and changing into fresh uniforms, and only when they were truly confident did they leave with an eager bounce in their step to attend the celebrations. Oh,
It would seem they've arrived before us.
You took your sweet time.
I hate waiting!
Come on now, we were just way too early.
Ada's really nervous.
I don't blame her. I'm nervous too.
I'm really nervous!
Hey, you don't need to tell them that.
What are you so nervous about? It's just a party, right?
The only reason you aren't nervous is that you lack common sense, Yuna.
Ha! Same goes for you.
You know, the heads of state are going to be there. I'd say all three of you fit that bill nicely.
Don't worry, Class 1. We're all going to have fun tonight.
It'll just be us branch campus instructors chaperoning you. We'll make sure everything goes smoothly for all you students. Thank you, sir.
Ahem. I know a lot has happened between us, but I appreciate it.
Oh, Instructor Rean!
Can we get your autograph?
Huh?
You guys!
Oh, they've been wanting to ask you that forever, but they couldn't with the prince around, you know? As for me, I've been wanting to talk with you about a few things, Instructor Herschel.
With me? Oh my, how flattering.
No problem. We can all chat on the way to the palace. Really?
Not you. What an honor! Hey, you guys!
Just drop it. They're surprisingly fun, although a little loud.
They're not so different from us once you get to know them. Maybe we can all be friends after all. Well, tonight will be our best chance to break the ice.
Let's put aside our school rivalry and just have fun tonight. My thoughts exactly. The rides are here. Let's get going, everyone.
The highest rank. Marvelous.
Excellent.
Here's your reward.
It's been a busy chapter, huh?
Why has it?
The top score. Excellent.
And the party's over. Time for the aftermath. I'm just
What?
kidding. Could you imagine? That would suck.
Here's the rival party at City Hall.
I don't trust it. The party's a trap. Okay, it's out of my system.
If it isn't the rival party, well, fair enough, but wasn't Governor Regnant supposed to be at the other one?
Yes? Yeah, because that party wasn't here at Valflame Palace.
How interesting that Prince Olivert is at the other party, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he's not exactly persona non grata, but
Wow!
the moon looks larger than usual.
Yeah, it almost looks magical. There's a blue moon tonight when the night sky will be at its brightest. Due to Heimdall's geographical location, it only happens every 5 years.
5 years?
Few, 5, Really?
I remember seeing it during the summer festival a few years ago.
Was it 5 years ago?
I heard there was also a blue moon on the final day of the War of the Lions. It appeared after several consecutive red moons, which made it even more prominent.
Don't say something so ominous. Though it seems improbable, that is what they say happened.
That's good to know.
Sounds too perfect if you ask me.
You're Thor's Branch Campus Special Operations class, right? Allow me to show you around. Unfortunately, we will need to check your belongings. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Whoever polished these floors needs to have a really high salary.
Oh god, it's gonna take like an hour to get to the door. It's way too big.
Well, it is the center of the largest country on the continent.
I bet you've been here before, yeah?
Yes, but it's been some time.
When I attended St. Estrella, the princess would invite me over occasionally. So this is Prince Cedric's.
Yeah, the castle he'll inherit one day.
Ah, there all of you are. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, Elise! Hello.
Did you come all the way out here to escort us? Yes, I thought I might show you around. Wow! Who's she?
Oh, there went Blobble.
She's beautiful.
She knows you guys in Class 7, right? Introduce. She's Instructor Schwarzer's little sister. It's nice to see you again.
She's also Princess Alphen's best friend. Let's get in her good graces. Mwahahaha. Like, seriously, these guys are kind of set for life, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see you again as well. As for those of you I don't recognize, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure it is. And it will be nothing more than that. Anyway, please follow me.
Ash also sweat dropped.
I'll guide you to Valflame Palace's Esmolus Garden. Yep. We've seen it before, but it is...
Freaking huge!
Opulent is way too modest a term.
I hate you all. This is seriously over the top. There's even a waterfall.
They've got butterflies.
They even let out a number of different birds during the day. All the walls are just huge windows. Damn, how much mirror did they sink into this place?
It's evident this place has been hosting important events for years. Live music, how elegant.
There are incredibly important people everywhere I look. I'm starting to get lightheaded.
It would appear all of our guests have arrived.
Oh, and then Ada just collapses and faints. No, she's met him before, of course.
Yeah.
We owe our thanks to Adios and the Lionheart Emperor for seeing our nation through to this day. However, tonight, we must also honor those who have put in exceptional effort into ensuring the continuing peace and safety of Heimdall. The students of Thor's main campus and branch campus. Together, they halted a threat to our nation, all in time for the summer festival. I'm told many instructors, former students, and bracers assisted them in this monumental task.
Even an enforcer from Ouroboros, though I probably shouldn't say that part out loud.
All of these brave people have already been recognized by the Imperial Household Agency, but let us give them yet another round of applause.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us feast, talk, and drain our glasses. We should all enjoy ourselves tonight. However, there will be a dance later, so be sure you don't drain too many glasses.
Oh, the prince! He's so witty!
Are you okay?
That's how I'm supposed to react, right?
Of course, it goes without saying that the students, including myself, will be prohibited from having any alcohol.
What did I say?
Damn it. I was gonna sneak a few.
Hey, you know you can't do that.
It's remarkable how much he's changed.
Now then, everyone, please raise your glasses.
Let us have a toast to this wonderful evening and the beginning of our festivities.
Cue explosions!
Cheers!
Kampai!
Cheers!
Hey, there's no need to hide in the back.
This is a good opportunity. You should go and mingle with all the different people here.
You're right.
I think I'll go greet His Majesty first. Excuse me. I'll go too! I'm even smart enough to stay quiet. I'm so nervous.
All right, guess it's time to go say hi to all the biggest bigwigs in Araponia. Nothing bad will happen.
You really are fearless. This is a very Yuna-esque course of action.
Guess I'll go get some grub, since they won't let me drink. If you'll excuse me. Should we go too?
Yeah, seems like we'll need to go say hello to quite a few people. I actually feel kind of strange about all this. Most of the people here I like, but there's something that just is kind of off-putting about it, you know?
What do you mean? Because I don't quite feel that way.
Huh. Well, I won't worry about it. Well, time to talk to all the bigwigs. We've got a whole bunch of bigwigs.
Ah, wigs, I see.
Are you making fun of the fact that I'm bald?
Well, I was more referring to the fact that Muse wears a wig.
Chairman Arena, Major Claire, and Muse. You three make an interesting group.
I thought I might use this opportunity to scout out some promising talent. The Icy Maiden here oversees logistics for the entire Empire's railroad system. Were you to join RF, I would ensure you were immediately placed in a position worthy of your talents.
Quit trying to poach Claire. Let her decide what she wants to do on her own. I'm flattered, but I think military logistics and business logistics may be a bit too different.
Oh, I don't know about that. In both warfare and business, you need to efficiently allocate limited personnel and resources. I'm sure Major Claire would make a wonderful businesswoman. An excellent analysis. Muse Egret. I saw potential in the reports you submitted about the Arts Rifle and the Kestrel. If you can't decide what to do after you graduate, I'll have a spot waiting for you at RF too.
Oh, there's a 0% chance of that, but you may as well try and use this to poach everybody that you see. For that matter, the RMP would welcome your talents too, Muse. I'm sure you may have some concerns regarding your house, but I'm sure I can be of help.
Why, thank you. I'm flattered.
So is this just everybody circle jerking and sniffing each other's butts?
Well, isn't this the kind of thing where one does make connections?
Fair point. Okay, I will withdraw my complaint. Chairman Arena and Major Claire are always ready to scout out a new hire. Do these two have some ulterior motive, or am I just overthinking it? So you learned your swordplay from my brother, then?
Yes, though before that, Lecter taught me some basics. But since his style is, shall we say, highly improvisational, I consider Lord Rufus my true teacher.
Improvisational? Well, okay.
That said, he only trained me for a short while I was still living here in Heimdall.
You only received a small amount of training and you've become this strong? I'm impressed. I've heard Governor General Rufus's court fencing skills are second to none. He beat us up pretty good in Cold Steel, too. So I'm sure his lessons were very thorough. They are indeed. My brother started teaching me when I was 10. I've been training since then in the hopes of surpassing him. I can only wonder how close I've gotten.
Probably not as close as you'd like, buddy.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'll have the opportunity to find out before too long.
What exactly does that mean?
What about you, Kurt? When are you planning to be able to surpass your father and brother?
I'm sure you know just as well as I do, but they're on such a different level from normal people, it's almost inhuman.
At this point, we've met so many unnormal people that is the normal.
Something like that? Maybe he should start by trying to reach the level of his mom. My father is starting to feel his age, but it said he's still nearly as strong as the Radiant Blade Master.
Jeez!
I'd have to spend decades training to even reach them, much less surpass them. The Thunder God. I doubt even my brother could prove a match for him.
If there were anyone in Erebonia who would prove a match, it would likely be the Rakshasa. Or perhaps...
Likely? I'm sorry, she can beat anybody. Looks like this sword conversation's really starting to heat up. Oh, Instructor Rean.
You've come at the perfect time. Join us, Instructor.
We're talking about swords. Should be awesome. We were just discussing swordplay. Come, join us as a disciple of the 8 Leaves. Well, if you insist. Blah, 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 talking shop, blah, blah, blah. I guess when you get enough Erebonian men in one place, it's only a matter of time before we start talking about swords.
That's pretty funny.
And so the group enjoyed a spirited discussion about sword styles, both from within the Tempire and without. However...
Rean, a moment if you would. I'd like to thank you. I hear you agreed to share Alphen's first dance tonight.
I did?
I'm sure she's just beside herself with happiness since she decided entirely on her own.
Hold on a sec. I thought she was just kidding about that. Given the current atmosphere, I don't really think I can accept.
Oh, is that so? It seems to me these rumors that have been spreading like wildfire lately may be more than just talk.
Your Highness, you must know this.
But I think the Ashen Chevalier is more than qualified to be a partner for my sister.
Rean is not marrying the princess.
Perhaps even beyond tonight's dances, if you know what I mean.
Rean is not marrying the princess, but Cedric definitely wants to acquire Rean in one way or another. And acquiring Rean as a brother, that would be fine if he can't have him as an instructor. No! I mean, I'm nowhere near qualified for that!
Well, unfortunately for you, Alphen's first dance is part of tonight's schedule. If there's already someone you're planning to have a future with, then that's that, I suppose. But would you dance with her tonight regardless? Think of it as a favor, not only for my sister, but for me, I mean the entire Imperial family.
And besides, that means you can continue to wishy-washily string them along.
There's still plenty of time before the dance. Do think it over. My sister in no way begged me to say this.
I believe that she did not. Oh ho, I see where Fritz may be headed in the future.
Oh.
It seems both the main and branch campuses have some promising young cadets this year. In fact, if you two are headed to the Army after you graduate, I'd gladly welcome you to the 4th Armored Division. It's an honor to hear that from Craig the Red himself, but I'd prefer to stay by His Highness Cedric's side in whatever way possible.
Sounds like you just got shot down, old man.
This is literally just like, let's use connections and talk about the future and obtain talented subordinates to the party.
Yeah.
I have such mixed feelings about this. But I'll keep it to myself. So it seems. How about you then, Carbide? Care to join the 4th?
Sorry, but I'm not into hanging out with a bunch of muscleheads. But if you've got a ton of cuties like the Icy Maiden, maybe I'll think about it.
Well, I wouldn't say tons, but we've got a few.
Go on.
Just between you and me, though, simply being part of the 4th is enough to send ladies swooning into the street as you pass. Take it from me! Whether you use this little perk to your own ends is entirely up to you.
He has identified how to get to Ash.
Seriously?
Or Fritz. All right, now we're talking, old man.
I will achieve victory by any means necessary.
Hey, eyebrows. That all it takes to tear you away from your beloved prince?
Shut up, Carbide. You want it too.
Maybe there's hope for you after all.
What do you mean by that? I'm still loyal to the prince. And don't call me eyebrows, spiky head. This seems like a fun group. What's interesting is that I have no idea what the heck Ash is gonna do.
Right?
He's already rejected the bracers, rejected the military, rejected the Imperial Intelligence Division. Like, all his life, people have just been scouting him, and he turns them all down. What's he gonna do, be a vagrant drifter? Maybe if Kevin or Wazzy meet him, they'd try to recruit him into the church. Milliam, what the heck are you doing in this group?
Admiring the boobies.
Maybe. Well, this is an interesting group, I say to every group.
Well, I was telling Sharon we should go out drinking together just the other day.
That's a lot different than her attitude before.
And so I decided to join her now. And I'm here too! Not for the booze, though. There's some juicy stories going on.
Stories? What about?
Stories from 4 years ago. About how a certain someone got in my way when I was trying to get back here from Northumbria.
So, Instructor Sarah, who won that fight? Uh-huh.
Last we met was when you requested my aid in stopping Lady Sarah.
But first, we needed to make sure the Purple Lightning, the youngest A-rank bracer at the time, didn't interfere. So we made sure she had a tough time coming back home from Northumbria. As a result, the Divine Blade had to postpone his return to the Burl. And so the first stage of the Professor's brilliant gospel plan was complete. So that's what you and Campanella were talking about at Orcus Tower.
Yes, I've admitted what I did to Lady Sarah. While my love and loyalty belong to the Rhineford family now. Back then, the fool contacted me personally and asked for my assistance. I didn't tell Chairman Arena the details, but she gave me leave regardless. And since then, you've had no other contact with the Roboros? Swear to Adios? No, I swear on the Rhineford family.
Cop out.
This is pretty intense. Are they going to start fighting? Well, if you're bringing up the Rhineford name, then I know you're serious. All right, I give up. And I suppose you did get injured pretty badly when you went up against McBurn back in Crosspell. So I'll believe you, when it comes to this anyway. Lady Sarah, thank you.
Whew.
All right, I love me a happy ending. Thinking back, though, that getup you had on looked like a pretty tight fit. I'd think something like that would really limit your movement. I just can't believe you were able to slip out of my grasp for a whole week. Well, as someone who dwells behind the scenes, I have a number of sneaky tricks at my disposal. I'd never be a match for you in a head-on battle, so please don't feel so embarrassed you were unable to beat me back then.
Well, you don't use the fighting style of your opponent that is better at it than you, you use the fighting style that you're better at than them.
Yeah. Hey, who said I was embarrassed? You want to go right now? Meet me outside the palace. 4 years ago, huh? That's about 1 year after Gramps took me in. I think I remember reading about this stuff in the files I borrowed from Lecter.
Borrowed?
Uh-huh. Ah, yes. That would make sense. Wait, you mean the intelligence division knew about me and Sharon? Nah, it wasn't about you two. It was more about that S-rank bracer from Liberl. He had to come here from Liberl to help out the other bracers because you were stuck in Northumbria, right? The report was pretty detailed up until the part where the Jaeger cores the Society was using got completely wiped out. Oh, and it also sounded like they were monitoring Prince Oliver during his trip to Liberl.
All that makes sense. I still think it's interesting how Cassius Bright entering the country is like...
was enough to mobilize everyone.
Wow, the intelligence division is impressive and just as terrifying.
Do you think it may have been Major Arundel who was monitoring him? No doubt. I'm sure the orders came down straight from the top of their little group. Man, Cassius really helped me out a lot back in those days. But I haven't seen him since he quit being a bracer and went back to Liberl's army. A damn shame, too. He was quite the gentleman, totally my type.
Estelle tells you to get away from her dad.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be right up your alley for sure.
Oh, that mustache, says Sarah. Small world. He and I are fellow disciples under Master Yun Ka-Fai.
It seems we were all connected through our acquaintances before we even knew each other. Uh-oh, nothing good can come of this, Damon.
Don't fight over Rean. Don't fight over Rean. Rean, why did you approach them? Why did you approach them?
Hello, Elisa, Toa. Are you enjoying yourself?
We are, thank you.
It's really a lovely party. I just wish Angie was here with us. But Prince Oliver promised he'd look into her disappearance.
I really will be shocked if Georg actually killed her. I just can't believe...
There's no way he would have done it. They would not have presented it like that. So I'm hoping to make a lot of memories tonight I can share with her when she's back.
Maybe she's just been captured or something.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Toa. But you're right. I'm sure she'd like that.
Yeah, I can totally see her now. Hanging on your every word.
Hitting on all three of us.
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh yes, there was something I wanted to ask you about, Toa. Is Rean as popular at the branch campus as I suspect he is? Seeing the way Muse drapes herself all over him, I had to wonder.
To be honest, I was wondering that myself.
And at that point, Rean just flings himself off the balcony.
To save everyone the trouble. Knowing him, he'd keep his hands off his students, but still...
Fluffy mint, I believe. Well, Rean is certainly admired by a lot of people, including me.
And admired.
But when it comes to romantic feelings, the pool's a bit smaller. I see. And would you be swimming around in that pool by any chance?
She seems to have voluntarily withdrawn from it, at least if the final bonding event made any sense, but that doesn't make sense!
Me? I mean, I like him as a colleague, but...
Uh-huh. Something is definitely fishy.
We may need to dive deeper into this topic.
Toa, look me in the eye when you say that.
I can't, I'm too short.
I should slowly back away before they notice me. Let me go talk to Blobble and that other Class I kid about them considering approaching Elise to wash the terror away from me with rage. For crying out loud, there's gotta be more to this episode than just chatting with people about their job prospects.
Was that really 2 years ago? Dang. Yes, the hot springs in Ymir were lovely, but so was the food. I'd like to go back there with everyone again sometime.
You all seem to be having a good time. Sounded like you were talking about Ymir. Oh, Rean. Yes, we were talking about the trip everyone took there together.
You know, the drama CD that we didn't play.
Yes, the Hot Springs Paradise, Ymir. Hometown of both Instructor Rean and Elise. I've been there before as well.
Kidnapping Elise.
Oh yeah, that's right. But you weren't exactly there for a vacation or anything.
Yeah, kidnapping Elise and the princess isn't really a touristy activity. But that was just for your mission, right? Have you ever been there for fun?
I have never been anywhere for fun. I generally don't go anywhere unless required by a mission. Oh, that's a shame. Come to think of it, I've known Altina a while now, and I really have never seen her go anywhere for fun.
Growing up in a Jaeger Corps, I sort of know how that is. So that means you've never gone to Ymir's hot springs then?
Correct. I admit I'm a little curious about them. For example, how does bathing in a hot spring differ from a normal bath?
It's a world of difference. To put it simply, it's bliss. It's what bathing must be like in heaven.
The difference is that significant? Elise, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You better not be thinking about bathing with Altina.
I sure am. Altina, how would you like to come visit Ymir sometime? I'd like to give you a proper tour of the town if we could. Are you sure? Of course. We'd love to have you.
Do it. It'll be fun. In fact, maybe you should go with everyone in your class.
Okay. Thank you. I'll come visit.
Oh.
We'll hold you to that. Now we have another promise to fail to be able to keep. Look forward to.
Now I'm sad.
When the time comes, I'll have to do my best to be a good host.
Someone save me from the small talk!
I'm here to rescue you, Professor!
So by incorporating these new mathematical models, the country's economy can be developed even further? Correct. Economics is nothing more than a probability model based off sociology and collective psychology.
I guess that is one way to look at it.
It would be foolish to think mathematics has no bearing on it.
Correct.
You're right, of course. I suppose one could say the same of music theory. Huh? Really? Music and math seem like completely different fields to me.
They're really similar.
Sound is simply different frequencies and wavelengths of vibrations in the air. Things easily converted into equations. I am actually enjoying my conversation. What is happening?
Huh.
Whether expressed in sound or in formulas, beautiful music remains beautiful. It seems kind of crazy to hear it put that way, but yeah, the way he's talking about it, it's strangely compelling. Professor, would you be able to share an example of that with us?
Professor, bless us with your greatness. That's a great way to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
These two seem pretty interested in what the professor has to say, and the professor doesn't seem to mind saying it to them.
He's actually smiling. I'm terrified.
My God, he is smiling! I'm a little surprised to hear he has any hobbies at all. But I guess out of everything, music does make the most sense for him.
Huh, that wasn't how I expected that conversation to go. It seems this newbie inspector and famous musician are men of culture after all. But I do not intend to give lectures here.
There he goes, disapproving of something.
They can feel free to enroll in the Ruhr Institute of Technology if they're so inclined.
Ah, okay, there it goes. He ran out of patience. Well, at least Elliot and Machias were able to get something out of it.
Now go away. I am Patrick Higharms, third son of the Higharms house. I'm ashamed that I haven't introduced myself to you before now, sir. There's no need to be so formal, Patrick. Besides, it's a bit rare that I'm even in Erebonia, so I'm partly to blame. I've heard you're quite the traveler, and the lech. Speaking of, Mr. Warzel here tells me you visit Nord quite often. That's right, nearly every year. At this point, he's pretty much like one of the family. I just can't get enough of the beautiful women, expanses of land up there. On top of that, the clean air does these old bones good. I had a cabin built by the lakeside a few years back. It's such a tranquil place. It sounds lovely. Schwarzers told me about the time he spent there, but I've never been. Nord is truly stupendous. The endless stretches of land, the free-flowing breeze, not to mention the kind and hospitable people. When I'm in Nord, it's like all the troubles of the world weighing on my mind blow away with the wind.
Is, I believe, the correct answer.
My, hearing all that makes me more intrigued than ever. Honestly, I felt fairly troubled myself lately. I'm not even playable, can you imagine?
I know, it's a tragedy!
Well, it was plain to see you had a lot to deal with back in orders. You should come visit sometime. If our schedules line up, I'll show you around. I appreciate the offer. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Orzel, I'd like to take this chance to apologize for saying such an awful thing about you back when we were students.
That did happen a long time ago, back in Patrick's King Lord A-hole days. He was... Even the other students, like, that were hangers-on of Patrick were like, hey, isn't that going too far?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick's more than made up for it, but...
Huh?
And Gaius's response to it was really good, too.
Huh? Oh, I had completely forgotten. It's fine. I knew at the time you weren't thinking clearly. I appreciate the apology, though. Thank you.
All's well that ends well.
Oh, hello! When did you show up? I have no peripheral.
About halfway through.
Youth truly is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Gaius, Patrick, I'm happy for both of you. Yeah, Patrick just needed to see the world a little bit.
Well.
How do you do, my Empress? As my father, Viscount Arcade, could not be here tonight, I, his daughter, greet you in his place. Ah, Laura, I haven't seen you in some time. I hear you've mastered your family's sword style. I'm so happy to see how much you've grown.
Personally, pulls out a sword.
Thank you for your kind words. Now, I believe it's your turn?
I'm Ada Grant of the Thor's Military Academy's main campus, Class I. I'm truly indebted to your son and, sorry,
She's tripping all over her words. There's no need to be nervous. Cedric's told me all about his friends from class. I know who you are, Ada. I've also been told about a certain bright young lady who excels in both her studies and her club activities. Thank you for being such a wonderful friend to my son.
That's, such kind words are wasted on me. Weirdo. I'm Una Crawford of Thor's Branch Campus. It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness.
So you're... Alphen told me about you, and what happened in Crossbell. Further, allow me to apologize for my son's behavior towards those of you in the branch campus.
Huh? Don't worry, there's no need for that. I think our field exercises in Crossbell turned out for the best. It really made me reevaluate myself. Now I have a better idea of the sort of things I can do to help moving forward. For a better future. Not just for Crossbell, but Erebonia too.
Well said. It's clear to me you carry the spirit of Class VII quite admirably. I sincerely believe the people of Erebonia could learn from that positive outlook of yours. Thank you so much, all of you, for what you've done for this country and for what you will do in the future. Una, Ada, and Laura.
Of course!
I won't let you down. I swear on my sword and my soul.
I'll continue to do all I can, Your Highness. I'm indentured to your son. Wait, no.
Aha! Hey there, you two? But there's 3 people. Well, anyway. Teacher time, I guess. I heard you both introduce yourself to the Empress. Good job.
Oh, Instructor Rean. Instructor, perhaps you should consider teaching your students basic manners when speaking with nobility. I clearly haven't mastered the ability to form a complete sentence. When she began casually discussing her past grievances with a member of the Imperial family, my breath caught in my throat. Does everyone buy that? Oh, yeah? Are you sure you weren't just choking on your words again? There's no need to bring that up ever again!
These two make quite a pair. And Laura's, oh well. Rean? It's good to see you again, Your Highness. We haven't spoken since late last year, I think? That's right. I can tell you've grown wonderfully since then. Allow me to apologize again regarding Cedric's behavior, though I'm sure Alphen and Olivert have already said the same thing to you. No, please, it's fine. After everything that's gone on the last few days, it's all water under the bridge now. I'm just happy to see he's much better now, considering everything he went through last year. I suppose that's a good way to look at things. In any event, I shouldn't hold you here too long.
You do have to advance the story.
I'm sure... Well, this is advancing the story. This is required, Mang. I'm sure there are many people here who would like to speak with you, so please enjoy yourself. Thank you, Your Highness.
Okay, that is everyone, right? All right.
Okay, finally, it was everybody. Yeah!
Headlong into story.
It is a great honor to have been invited here.
This on top of what you did for us following the Northern War. I can't even begin to properly show my gratitude.
Raise your heads, both of you. I've already pardoned you for what happened in the Civil War. Given how much you've contributed since then, there's no need to revisit the past. Wouldn't you agree, Marquis High Arms?
Wholeheartedly. The Civil War was a product of the four great houses. Personally, I feel I'm the one who deserves to be locked away for a while.
He was on the side of the four great houses during the Civil War.
Yeah, he, however, conducted himself admirably.
That is true.
No more of that talk from you either. Were you to be detained, half the Empire would cease functioning.
The curse of competency.
Had Lord Ragnar been here in Heimdall, I would have loved for him to join us tonight.
As would I. Perhaps we should schedule a meeting with him soon.
I wonder how much of Lord Ragnar's house arrest
is self-imposed.
Yeah, because he won't accept being pardoned. That does actually sound very much like Marquis Ragnar.
Mm-hmm. Speaks well of him. That aside, I hear both of you played a very active role during the events in Lamar. You faced the Blazing Demon, Brigadier General, while the General here went toe-to-toe with the Steel Maiden. Haha, you heard correctly. That monster is said to be a match for even the Radiant Blade Master. The best I could do was hold him off.
You did amazing. You did not lose to an awakened McBurn. That's good.
Right?
I will say that battle was a very rare and valuable experience, though I'd also be very interested in seeing your 100 form military combat techniques.
Not no way, not no how.
My God, you can't pick a fight with everyone!
That certainly takes me back, but I fear those days are behind me.
If Van Dyke isn't yet old enough to retire from the front lines, then you certainly aren't either.
Your Highness, are you trying to get me killed? Not to mention Victor, Mateus, and Zex. Perhaps this is a bit childish of me, but given all of Erebonia's famed swordsmen, I can't help but wonder which is greatest among them.
Oh, Marquis High Arms, so do I. Let's find out. I hear Liberl has held swordsmanship tournaments before. Were our fighters to participate, it would undoubtedly be quite the spectacle. Oliver tells me foreigners were welcome to join. If the opportunity presents itself, I would love to take part.
My, I fear I may have awakened a sleeping tiger.
I don't think I should interrupt this conversation, or I'll be roped into fighting Aurelia myself. I'll look for another opportunity. But Principal Le Guin sure is something. She doesn't hold herself back at all, even when talking to him.
Nope.
How could she? Joking about her being the pinnacle of humanity aside, she's extremely confident and treats others with respect.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure Alphen and Olivert have already said the same thing to you. Like, that type of bearing, that confidence, it's the sort of thing that makes other people just naturally fall in line behind her. Even among a crowd such as this, how is she not fit to speak to them as equals?
Right?
I mean, I say equals as she's kneeling because, again, that's what I'm saying. That's the point.
Yeah.
I suppose it's time to wander off somewhere?
I guess? Ah, there we go.
There are even more people now. I should wait it out a bit longer.
Maybe get in line?
Osborne's not gonna let this pass without talking to him.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Look, I enjoy this a lot, but...
Oh my god!
Why? Why so much?
I don't understand.
Frankly, as much as I love all the characters, what else is there to get about them?
Right?
I am so demoralized, but okay, the soldiers shall march on. Next time? Aren't we out of time? Billy?
Yes, we're out of time.
Yeah, you're the one timing it. You tell me. And oh my goodness.
Why are you doing this to us, game?
Well, trails will be trails. So the party continues next time. Thinking about it, this is actually how I feel at a party.
What do you mean? Awkward standing by yourself?
No, but it goes on, and I just don't have it in me.